Good evening, you are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos issues 4 royal decrees. His Majesty the Sultan receives a written message from His Excellency the President of Burundi. The Sultanate celebrates Omani Women's Day amid her achievements in various social, economy and political levels. And investments volume at the industrial estates in the Sultanate increases to 6 billion Omani riyals. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has issued 4 royal decrees. Royal Decree number 48/2016, Article 1 establishes the National Training Fund, which enjoys financial and administrative independent entity and issuing its system. Article 2, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the fund shall issue the necessary regulations to implement provisions of the attached system after ratification from the board. Article 3 cancels all that contradicts with this decree or contravenes with its provisions. Article 4, this decree shall be published in the official gazette and shall come into effect from the date of issue. Royal Decree number 49/2016, Article 1 appoints Dr. Mohammed bin Hamad bin Saif al-Rumhi as Chairman of the Board of Directors of the National Training Fund. Article 2, this decree shall be published in the official gazette and shall come into effect from the date of issue. Royal Decree number 50/2016, Article 1 establishes the implementation and follow-up support unit and affiliates with the Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Court. Article 2, the implementation and follow-up support unit shall enjoy financial and administrative independent entity and shall have the eligibility of fixed and portable property management and disposition. Article 3, this decree shall be published in the official gazette and shall come into effect from the date of issue. Royal Decree number 51/2016, Article 1 appoints Dr. Khamis bin Saif bin Hamoud al-Jabri as head of the implementation and follow-up support unit at the rank of a minister. Article 2, this decree shall be published in the official gazette and shall come into effect from the date of issue. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Ilham Haydar Aliyev of Azerbaijan on his country's independence anniversary. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos received a written message from His Excellency President Pierre Nkurunziza of the Republic of Burundi. The message was received by Dr. Mohammed bin Awad al-Hassan, acting Under Secretary of the Foreign Ministry for Diplomatic Affairs, when he received today Brigadier General Agricole Ntirampiba, envoy of the Burundi's President to the Sultanate. The meeting reviewed relations between the Sultanate and Burundi and means of enhancing the existing bilateral cooperation between the two countries in several areas. The meeting also discussed the political issues of common concern. The Sultanate celebrates the Omani Women's Day, which falls on October 17th each year. The celebration embodies the attention of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said given to women and translates the appreciation of His Majesty for their contribution to nation building. Omani women recorded their presence at institutions of the private sector to contribute their expertise and capabilities in the process of the comprehensive development witnessed in the Sultanate. Omani women obtained leading positions in the Sultanate, taking over around 21% of higher administrative positions and supervising jobs at the private sector in 2015. The new sector prepares a number of items which takes the woman role and her achievements at various levels. Omani women valued the trust accorded by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos and his assignment of the 17th of October as the Omani Women's Day, celebrating her active contribution in the development of the society and the nation building. Omani woman has proved through her efforts over the years its ability in carrying out responsibilities and taking part in the comprehensive development in the country. The independent personality established by Omani woman for herself through various legislative councils and leading positions had enabled her to be a decision maker and establish her own business as to contribute to making a bright future for Oman. A ceremony was held in the Wilaya of Dank in the governorate of Al-Dhahira to mark Omani Women's Day amid wide participation by various segments of the society. On the sideline of the celebration, a number of studies and books related to women and family were launched. Some 15 female entrepreneurs were honored in the event. As the Sultanate celebrates Omani Women's Day, it is worth mentioning that around 38% of Omani women are working in various fields. In the state's level, women occupy significant positions as around 20 women competed for a seat in the Shura Council's 8th term, and Naeem al-Busaidiya won the membership in the Shura Council. In the State Council, around 14 women contribute in putting up the laws, plans and policies. In the education field, the Omani woman also played a significant role to develop this field further, and Her Excellency the Minister of Education was honored to be enlisted in the list of the 10 powerful Arab women working in government sector. In the craft sector, around 52% of the projects are managed by national women cadres. The efforts exerted by women in tourism, health, sports and many other sectors are also considered important as they play a great role in sustainable development. The Omani woman, since the start of the Blessed Renaissance, was able to participate in building and developing her country through her work in institutions of the private sector in many fields. Omani women recorded their presence at institutions of the private sector to contribute their expertise and capabilities in the process of the comprehensive development witnessed by the Sultanate. The number of women working as freelancers till the end of August 2016 reached 54,404, constituting 24% of the total national manpower. Omani women obtained leading positions in the Sultanate, taking over around 21.6% of higher administrative positions and supervising jobs at the private sector in 2015. The largest number of women as freelancers working in the private sector is concentrated in the governorate of Muscat by 48.2%, as the private facilities are centered in the governorate, followed by North and South Al-Batina by 22.7%, whereas the governorate of Dhofar registered 8.7% and only 0.4% in the governorate of Musandam and 0.3% in Al-Wusta. Recruitment of women job seekers rose from 20.4% in 2011 to 26.4% in 2015 in the different economic sectors. In technical education and vocational training sector, the total number of female graduates from technology colleges reached 2,289 in 2015, holding diploma, advanced diploma and bachelor degrees. A seminar on labor law for women working in private sector establishments was organized in the governorate of Muscat. It aimed to spread awareness among women about their ministerial decisions regarding labor law, as well as to find a real partnership between public and private sectors. The seminar included lectures on labor law and women rights, in addition to discussing success stories of women in the private sector. The Ministry of Education organized a ceremony in the governorate of Muscat to celebrate the Omani Women's Day, which falls on the 17th of October each year. It came to shed light on the role of women in the education field, as well as the importance of the participation of Omani women in the march of the comprehensive development. The event included poetic sessions and artistic performances by school students. It also witnessed presentations on success stories of Omani women, in addition to a dialogue session that discussed the achievements of the last period. The ceremony was presided over by Her Highness Sayyida Hujayja bint Jafar Al Saeed. A ceremony was held in the Governorate of Muscat to mark the Omani Women's Day. It witnessed a wide participation from members of the society, especially women. The celebration included discussion sessions with the participation from Omani and Gulf women personalities to talk about their success and experience in the society. The event also came to motivate women to exert further efforts for a bright and prosperous future, as well as serving the country. The participants expressed that the celebration of Omani Women's Day embodies the attention of His Majesty the Sultan to women and translates the appreciation of His Majesty for their contribution to nation building. Still to come in our news bulletin. Industrial Information and Statistics Forum in Arab countries held in Muscat to unify efforts in economic statistics. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. More than 6 billion Omani riyals is the volume of investment in the industrial estates. This came in a statement by Hilal bin Hamad Al-Hassani, Chief Executive Officer of Public Establishment for Industrial Estates. He added that more than 48% of the investments are non-Omani. He further said that more than 46,000 workers work in the industrial estates. Regarding the Omanization percentage, he added that more than 16,000 Omani workers are in the sector. The Public Establishment for Industrial Estates, under the supervision of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and in collaboration with the Office of the Technical Secretariat to Combat Harmful Practices in International Trade of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, organized a workshop highlighting the GCC Unified Law for Anti-Dumping and Compensatory and Preventive Measures. The workshop aimed to underline topics related to anti-dumping measures and harmful practices, as well as highlighting samples from the Office of Technical Secretariat to Combat Harmful Practices in International Trade of the GCC on local and external levels. The law represents an important step to help the industrial sector to overcome particular challenges. Industrialists can benefit from the workshop through considering necessary measures when import and export operations are taking place to and from the GCC countries. The Ministry of Interior signed an agreement of rental, supply and installation of automatic sorting devices for municipal council elections for the second term. The new system will include update and develop auto-sorting to ensure fast showing of the results using e-applications in smartphones to follow up sorting operation live. The Board of Directors of the Public Authority for Social Insurance discussed in its third meeting the investments related to purchase and sell a number of investment assets. The Council also reviewed a number of topics, namely the project of insurance system against unemployment, which aimed to treat situations of insured people in addition to the project of governance guide of the authority, which came in order to apply best practices in managing social insurance systems. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Nasser al-Bakri, Minister of Manpower, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Public Authority for Social Insurances. The Public Authority for Social Insurance signed an agreement for merging the pension fund, which managed by Oman Refineries and Petroleum Industries Company. The agreement came in order to make workers in the private sector benefit from advantages provided by social insurances law, considering that the Social Insurance Fund as the general fund which subsumed all workers in the private sector. The Industrial Information and Statistics Forum of Arab countries discussed in Muscat efforts of government and international organizations to develop economic surveys under the auspices of His Excellency Sultan bin Salim al-Habsi, Secretary General of the Supreme Council for Planning. More details in the following report.
The role of statistics in making plans and decisions for the industrial purposes was the main issue of the Industrial Information and Statistics Forum that was inaugurated in Oman Council. Dr. Muhammad Al-Kayali, founder of KSF Space, talked about the initiative in this field. He pointed out,
it's really new foundation. It was registered in UK, and the idea is to encourage MENA region countries and developing countries to go and develop space missions serving high-tech and big data for space.
The three-day forum has been organized by Arab Industrial Development and Mining Organization in cooperation with the National Center for Statistics and Information and the Islamic Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, ISISCO. It's a pioneering gathering that brings typical opportunities to exchange experience between the Arab countries.
My speech today is going to be addressing how we can build a small satellite, especially we call it a nano satellite. It's a very small satellite. And from this nano satellite, we can have a constellations, which means a group of satellites. And after that, we can determine big data. We can have a survey. We can have a mapping solutions. And the good things, we can have also precisely data for each 2 hours or 3 hours, you can have a precisely data. So you can, every day you can have 3 or 4 times updates.
The forum aims at assuring quality and reliability when providing figures and data by using up-to-date methods, considering time and transparencies. More than 80 participants have been involved in the forum, presenting ministries of industry and power, as well as information technology and investment establishment. While making such statistics and figures available for stakeholders and decision makers can consequently increase the growth of industrial sector and the economy. Saif Al-Kindi for English News, Muscat.
Petroleum Development Oman PDO launched its report on the social returns of investment in Banat Oman project. This came on the sideline of signing of a number of agreements to implement a number of social investment projects. The event was presided over by His Excellency Engineer Salim bin Nasser al-Aufi, Under Secretary of Oil and Gas. Banat Oman project has achieved the targeted benefits according to the report. The project was established for Omani women. 5 projects were signed by PDO for social investment, including the expansion of the capacity of Thamreit Hospital in the Governorate of Dhofar to include 14 beds, through the construction of 2 wards for men and women, in addition to clinics at emergency and delivery wards. Among the signed agreements was the establishment of a library at Senate Center for Quran Memorization and Sciences in the Wilaya of Mudaybi in the Governorate of North Sharqiya, the construction of a public majlis in the Wilaya of Iski in the Governorate of Al-Dakhiliya, and providing Shleem Health Center with a number of medical equipment. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorate, with chances of cloud accumulation and scattered rains over the Hajar Mountains. Winds will be northeasterly light to moderate over the coasts of Sea of Oman, while along the coasts of the Arabian Sea it will be southwesterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight to moderate along the coasts of the Arabian Sea with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. Rest of the coasts it will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1 meter. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos issues 4 royal decrees. His Majesty the Sultan receives a written message from His Excellency the President of Burundi. The Sultanate celebrates Omani Women's Day amid her achievements in various social, economy and political levels. And investments volume in the industrial estates in the Sultanate increases to 6 billion Omani riyals. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.